The next thing I want to cover, just to set your expectations as you launch your campaign, is your billing thresholds, your billing review, your site review, and your ad review. With the billing thresholds, just to clarify what those are, that's actually when Google is going to charge you. You establish those the first month you're running. They may be anywhere from $50 to $750, but Google isn't going to let you run up a $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 tab and then all of a sudden charge your card at the end of the month. They charge you in incremental thresholds, and that's what you're establishing the first month. So be aware of that you may see charges for $50, $150, $500, even as high as $750 or even $1,000, because this is what you're establishing as your billing threshold. It's basically like your credit profile with Google to establish that you can pay your bills. The next thing that you go into is the billing review. Depending on how fast you spend, you may go through the threshold approval process before you're actually thrown into billing review, but it actually takes about 1 to 3 days. And what that is they're literally validating your billing terms. So it's going to be your credit card, it's going to be all of your contact information, your address. They're making sure that you are a valid business and not a fraudulent entity. Next thing you're going to run into is your site review. Basically what Google is going to do is put human eyes on your entire site, okay? They're going to check your terms and conditions, they're going to check your privacy policy, they're also going to make sure that your numbers are valid, that your address and all your contact information is valid as well within that. That takes anywhere from 1 to 3 days. Not going to lie to you, I've seen it take as long as 7 to 10. So be aware that if it takes a little bit longer to go through, just give Google a call. Hopefully you can expedite it. Sometime, depending on what your business model is, you can't get around it, so just be patient. Then you're going to run into your ad review. Okay? The ad review is a very, very simple process where there is 2 steps to it. You're going to have the automated review process where all their algorithms are going to run through your ad, make sure that any terms, words that are on their little blacklist book aren't in your ad, and that you're not making any unrealistic claims like click here, which isn't, it's basically not there for Google policy, right? But under the ad review process, keep in mind that every single time you rewrite one of your ads, you change your ad, or you post a new ad within the system, you go into this ad review process. Depending on what type of ad it is, text, video, or image, it can go through an automated process, or you maybe have to go through an actual manual process where you have a human review your ad, make sure that it follows all their policies and terms. Now this is more indicative of the display or the video ads where they actually can't have an algorithm pick out words in there. So be aware of those. Just wanted to set the proper expectations as you get going and getting your account started to make sure that you're not, caught off guard by your ads being shut down, because they're not being shut down. They're just in the review process. So now that I've set the proper expectations for you starting your account, make sure that you've covered everything in Module 1, because again, that sets the foundation. Now, if you've done that, then we can move on to Module 3.